And we're back, guys. I want to thank everyone for the love and support. 2.5 million. I appreciate it. Look, we're still a small tennis network, but I do appreciate everyone that has liked the video, said a positive comment. Anyone that engages in really good tennis conversations, appreciate it. And anyone that has sent a donation or super thanks to the channel, thank you. I appreciate it. There is a delay, guys. I guess with possibly Wimbledon just being so busy, or the holiday weekend, the donations that I'm getting, it's taking a couple days for me to see them now. So if you do hit a super thanks or donation, let me know. But it's taking a couple days to show up, whereas before it was always real time and instantly. So I think possibly just the holiday. But got some free time going through the first day of predictions. Out of 34 predictions, 27 won. That's a really good number, guys. There's no video I released that lost more than one pick. So most of those, if I gave you 4 or 5 picks, then 3 or 4 won. So, and I did see a perfect one in there as well. So 27 out of 34 predictions won on the first day. I will calculate the second day tomorrow. Just want to try to get these videos out. Now the schedule's all messed up. So to be honest with you, I didn't do predictions yesterday because I was traveling. So with the rain delay, we're still technically a day behind with the scheduling. So some of these picks might be today, they might be tomorrow. And there's some picks for today that I didn't have time to do. So whatever, let's get to it. Petra Martic taking on Diane Perry. Now, Petra Martic, she's seeded. Uh, they're more similar in ways than they are different, but the reality here is Diane Perry, she's a lot more patient than Petra Martic. That's the big difference between the two. Diane Perry is a lot more patient. Now, Diane Perry, she's been a star since a really, really young age, like 12, 13. And she's big time. People know her in France. There's been some conversation with Vavara Gracheva now becoming a France resident. That means, look, because of her ranking 44 in the world, she's going to take someone's spot, right? If she's allowed to compete, which, I don't see why she wouldn't unless there's some type of cutoff point I don't know about. But that spot primarily is going to be Claire Buell, most likely. Now, here's the thing. Who would you pick, Vavara or Claire Buell? Technically, I would pick Buell. Not only has she dominated Vavara, I mean, that lets you know someone plays head to head and you can't beat them, then you're probably not better than them, right? I think I think Burrell's faster. Um, she just got to work on her serve, but Vavara makes a ton of double faults as well. So who's the better server? Probably Burrell. I mean, Vavara makes way too many double faults. She was on the double fault list last year that I gave out. I think Burrell's faster. She's more athletic. I think Burrell's a better shot maker. Burrell has better spin. She's much more tactical. Rankings, guys, don't get fooled with the rankings. Now, of course, in order to have a good ranking, you have to play. But barring injuries and schedule, I mean, if you have two players that are playing about the same amount of matches, then yeah, you could look at ranking. But I do think Burwell is a better player. Now, Diane Perry, guys, listen, she's balling. She is balling hard. She is literally winning an insane amount of forehand winners. Yeah, she's amongst the leader in forehand winners through the first round. And that's not her style, guys. That is not her style to be blasting forehand winners. So I don't know how long that could last. Petra Martic, on the other hand, she's fifth in winners. That's right. So through the entire draw of 128, Petra Martic is fifth in winners. And in terms of forehand winners, Diane Perry is second. Can you believe that? I don't know how long that could last. The pick here, to be honest with you, is I like Petra Martic to win the first set money line. Diane Perry, from my watching of her, she starts slow. she has to really, really get warmed up with, because Diane Perry wants. That's why I said I don't know how long that's gonna last with her blasting forehand winners, because she's really a rally player. She likes to go deep. She's much like a poor woman's version of Dasha Kina. That's what Diane Perry is. And she starts slow, much like Dasha starts slow. She gets broken easy, and she normally has to warm herself up to these rallies and these games and matches. So we'll take Petra Martic to win the first set. That's the pick. Who's next? Who's that? Magda Linette and Strykova. Strykova's a veteran, guys. She's one of the veterans from the Czech Republic, and we all know how good that Czech Republic lineup is. Yeah, Strykova's a veteran, so imagine how good she is. She's won over 600 matches, guys. She's really good. Now, Strykova had a good win last time out. She beat Zanevska, who's very tricky. Probably a lot more trickier than Magda Linette, but Magda Linette's a solid player between the lines. Magda Linette, guys, she's leading this tournament in first serve win percentage, 85%. Yeah, but I mean, she's also third in return win percentage. Yeah, her return game. She's winning 70% of them. But I mean, look, you play against Jill Teichman. I mean, look, I'm not going to go there. I don't want to disrespect Jill Teichman, but that's how you look good. Play Jill Teichman. Strykova, listen, guys. 74% of her return points amongst the leader in this tournament. She's first, guys. She's first in holding serve. That's right. She's first in holding serve. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Strykova is balling hard. This is a matchup here where I have to take Strykova. Linette's a big favorite in this match, and I got to take Strykova plus 6.5 games. I think that's going to be too many games. Linette's a big favorite. Linette's, what, almost a 4-1 favorite. I have to take Strykova. Or is he? What is Linette? Wait a minute. What is Linette? No, I don't think she's getting 6.5. I don't know. I looked at it earlier. I don't really remember. I don't think it's 6. Linette was a huge favorite. Strykova on the alternate spread is getting 5.5 games, so I'll take the 5.5. I could see Strykova winning a set. I could see Strykova winning the match as well. I'll take the 5.5 games with Barbora. Danielle Collins and Belinda Bencic. This is going to be a really good matchup. A battle of backhands. The only problem with this matchup is I'm not sure who's healthy. But Belinda Bencic, guys, winning 80% of her second serve points. That's number one in the tournament. Danielle Collins winning 73% of her service games. That's fifth in the tournament. What does that tell you? That tell you that Danielle Collins is going to hold, but Belinda Bencic is going to attack the second serve. Listen, guys, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I'll take the first set to go over 8.5. I think both ladies might be a little rusty. I could see mistakes. I could see breaks. First set over 8.5. Those are the picks, guys. We got Petra Martic on the first set, Strykova plus 5.5, and we have Danielle Bencic over 8.5. Remember, guys, first day, 27 out of 34. So the chances of you picking one of these picks and losing is just not that likely. Stay tuned.